All right, Shalom. I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and salutations to all the hopeful elect, pushing out this word in truth and in sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. Sincere Shalom to you, Akim Akwaf, that's listening and learning as well. It's your brother Dequar from the DC camp. Come back at you with another lesson. I'm going to entitle this one, The Grinders Are Ceasing. And this is going to be a real quick lesson, just a prophecy watch on some recent news that just came out. This is dated May the 7th, as you can see, May the 7th, 2020. This COVID-19 coronavirus thing, pandemic, is affecting not just America but the economy on a global level, man. It's putting a strain on the global economy. And the prophet right now, the prophecies are speaking, as the scriptures say. It shall speak and not lie. You know, let me get that real quick. Oh snap! Let me get that. This is Habakkuk 2 verse 1. It says, "I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved." And that's all we doing right now. What I just said, with hey, the ones that's listening, learning, and watching, we are the watchmen. We watching the Lord speaking right now, man. How is he speaking? He's speaking through his prophecies. He said it before. He wrote these things on paper a long time ago, as the scriptures say, not literally on paper, but these was written down. These is written down so it can speak in these days. And now that when we see these things happening, that's why we had to watch. It's coming to pass. It says, "And Yahweh answered me and said, Write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not lie. It will not tarry." And that's what's happening right now, man. It's not tarrying. This is the appointed time, man. We seeing it. Lord's will, this thing continues. All right. Go back to the main scripture. These are scriptures we all know, but I'm getting them just in case you don't know them. And showing you that it links up with prophecy, man. It says Neiman Marcus, a symbol of luxury, files for bankruptcy. Now that's a symbol of luxury. That's what this was, man. So that's why this was pretty interesting. Made me wanted to do this video, man. Because that Neiman Marcus is a symbol of luxury in America, man. It says the high-end retailer is not liquidating and expects to emerge from the restructuring later this year. Okay. It says, I'll just read a little bit of this article, get a couple more articles in the scripture, and I'm going to close. Like I said, I'm not going to make this too long. This says, in March 2019, the luxury retailer Neiman Marcus opened its first outpost in Manhattan. Right. They opened it just a year ago, man. And now look at it. Neiman Marcus was forced to close 43 stores across the country because of this pandemic. It says, spread over 3 floors and 188,000 square feet, the store was an anchor tenant of the gleaming Hudson Yards development. Yeah, because remember, the scriptures say that. Let me get that. What's that? Psalms. Yeah, this is Psalms 49 verse 11. It says, their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands by their own names, right? The Hudson Yards developments, right? Now the scriptures say they shall build, but I will throw down. Because this is the time where they're going to go down, man. It says, and the company's chief executive and a new kind of retailer theater, it boasted in-house aesthetics, if I'm saying that correctly, live cooking and mixology demonstrations, and fitting rooms complete with interactive touchscreens. I want to get to the point. We'll jump down. It says, on Thursday, all of that came to an abrupt halt when Neiman Marcus became the first major department store group to file for bankruptcy protection during the coronavirus pandemic. It's a stunning fall that follows the collapse of Barney's New York late last year and comes as shadows gathers over chains like Lord and Taylor's and J.C. Penney's. These are major chains that been around since I've been alive, man, and they all filing for bankruptcy, man. See what that means. See what if they give us a good definition. Nah, it says the state of being bankrupt, the state of being completely lacking in a particular quality or value, insolvent. All right. It says in a letter to customers, Salah, the company entered Chapter 11 restructuring proceedings in the U.S. bankruptcy court for the Southern District of Texas. In a letter to customers, Mr. Van Ramaduk emphasized that the business was not liquidating and it planned to reopen the stores once it's safe to do so. I bet they are, man. You know, a lot of these, and it says that. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get in the next article. But a lot of these companies, they're not gonna be able to reopen, man. You know, it says this is simply a process that allows our company to alleviate debt, access additional capital to run the business during these challenging times, and emerge a stronger company with the ability to serve you and continue our transformation over the long haul. Now they actually, excuse me, that's another thing, man, about this. They actually, Neiman Marcus along with J. Crew, they had to file for bankruptcy because not just because people can't shop, although that's what they saying, you know, because they said to alleviate the debt, right? It's mainly because private equity bought these companies up, man. You know, and then they saddled the companies with billions of dollars of unmanageable debt. You know, because if it was just because this is a expensive, this is a rich store, if you will, man. They got money. You know, if they didn't have that debt, they could have easily have been resilient to survive the sales disruptions, man. You know, it says where I'm at. Yeah, COVID-19 temporarily forced the closing of all 43 Neiman Marcus stores across the country. So all of them is closed, as well as the group's 2 Bergdorf Goodman stores and Last Call's outlets, all but stopping sales and crushing the company's revenue streams. While that may have been the immediate cause of the company's troubles, you see that? Its problems had been building for years, and untenable debt burden accrued as part of 2 leveraged buyouts by private equity firms and changing consumer shopping habits combined to render its position precarious even before the virus hit. You see that? So even before this virus hit, man, it's because of the leveraged buyouts, man. They can't compete with the debt, you know? Let me get that real quick. Back to Habakkuk, 2nd chapter. I'm going to go to verse 4. It says, Habakkuk 2 verse 4, it says, behold, the soul which is lifted up in him is not upright in him, but the just shall live by faith. Yea, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. Yeah, because the main person that's spearheading this is Esau Edom. We talking about the global elites, because even his own people is suffering. Even his own people have to have interest in debt, man. Now, like they were saying, that debt is accruing, because right now, even though they got this pandemic going on, they're not stopping the interest rates, man. They're not stopping the interest. It's still accruing. It's so check this out. It says, shall not all these take a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his? How long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay. Yeah, with that thick clay, that represents that debt, man. He increases himself with that which is not his, man. Because he get it through you. So lucky, he got it, all his riches through usury, man. Which is wicked, you know? Now, Lord's will, I continue to post this, you know, or Lord's will, I can post this for you. You can look it up, you know? But check this out. It says, this is May 6th. This was yesterday. It says, come on, man. It says all these ads. It says layoffs start turning from temporary to permanent across America. That's them grinders ceasing, man. Let me go back to Ecclesiastes. This is Ecclesiastes 12 verse 1. It says, remember now the Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. Yeah, because, hey, the Lord been warning you for a while before these evil days happen, man. Now you're starting to see him. So he's saying, hey, right now you still have an opportunity, man. You know, because this is going to be your only covering. Riches is not going to profit you in the day of wrath. Hey, some people's riches is gonna make them a target. You know, now money is a defense and it saved them for a time, but Esau have a plan with bleeding them of them riches, even Neiman Marcus. Okay? And hey man, it's gonna get bad out here, man. It's gonna be for lack of bread. It says, while the sun or the light, so like while the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out the windows be darkened. Now, the keepers of the house, the ones that's controlling the stock markets and things like that, hey, they trembling, man. You see, this market is unpredictable. It's going up and down, especially because of this COVID-19. Now, when you go to the grinders, check this out, because it's going to talk about it. It's talking about these workers, man. You know? The khan, that's how you say it. It says to grind or crush. It says, go to strong definition. It says to grind mill, hence to be a concubine, that being their employment. So this is talking about the employment, right? It says these layoffs are starting to. They started off temporary, but they becoming permanent, man. Even as they hope for a speedy recovery, companies plan for a slow one. All right. It says with a history going back to 1881, the Michigan Maple Block Company has long been a reliable fixture in the small northern town of Pesoski. On its website, the family-owned company boasts of having invented the laminated butcher block, and it produces. Hold on, let me get to the point, man. All right. It says the economic carnage caused by the coronavirus outbreak has torn through Michigan Maple's already slim profit margins and made it impossible to continue as a viable business. Company president Ann Dahl Conway said in a letter to the staff, my family has operated Michigan Maple's block through many adverse economic time periods, including 2 world wars, the Great Depression, and multiple recessions. I am saddened that the mounting challenges the business faces today have compelled us to close the company. So it's been around all this time, through the Great Depression, through 2 world wars, but it's got to close now, man. That just shows you how bad this economy is. It says, damn, what the fuck? It says, where am I? Yeah, in an American economy negotiating a downturn that is already being likened to the 1930s Great Depression, with data on May 8th expected to show more than 20 million Americans lost their jobs in April, the story of Michigan Maple and its 56 workers is easy to ignore. It should, though, be a warning for those trying to figure out when the U.S. economy can stage a full recovery from an induced coma. Because that's what this is, man. Because they put the economy in that way, you know, in the name of saving lives, man. You know, and I'm not going to read all this, you know. You can look that up. But I wanted to get this last article. All right, this is May 7th again. 3.2 million more are out of work as jobless claims keep piling up. Another 3.2 million people filed for unemployment for the first time last week, bringing the total of jobs lost during the coronavirus crisis in the last 7 weeks to at least 33.5 million. You see that? To at least 33.5 million people is out of work, man. And that's not including the people that had to take pay cuts. All right? That's not including the people, the workforce that's laid off or furloughed, or that's to come. because of these, because they're not gonna be able to sustain it, man. You know, that's about 20% of the workforce. Okay, hey man, this is beautiful, man. You know, hey, we gotta be in it, but the prophecies is speaking, man, which means that we almost out of here, man. You know, so we shouldn't get dismayed at it. You know, we do what we gotta do. You know, while we here. You know, but hey, the Lord, this is the Lord fighting back for us, man. You know, so hey, look them articles up, man, if you want. You know, if I remember, I'll post them in the description box. But let me finish. Let me read that again. You know, finish with the scripture. It says, Ecclesiastes 12 verse 3. It says, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves. Yeah, because hey, man, the Lord made the knowledge of this world foolish, man. You know, this place was set in folly, man. These people was doing whatever they want, but now it's being crippled, man. It says, and the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out the windows be darkened, and the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low. Yeah, that's exactly what it is, man. That's exactly what's happening right now. It says, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. And that's what's happening as well. All the daughters of music is brought low, man. You know? The mirth is being sucked right out of this place, man. You know, even your entertainers, man. They not able to do what they was once doing, making the same amount of money. You know? So this is the times that we living in, man. You know? Hey. They think they're gonna return strong, man. Hey, Lord's will, they don't. You know? So, hey. With that, Lord willing, that was an edifying lesson. Until the next one, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Kakadash. I want to say, Shalom.